Here's to the finest crew in Starfleet. Engage.
Watch your backs on Luke. I'm Captain Janeway of the USS Voyager. Captain Janeway of the USS Voyager.
Welcome to the greatest generation Star Trek podcast by a couple of guys who are a little bit embarrassed to be doing a Star Trek podcast on our YouTube channel right now. If you're listening, you could be watching. I'm just saying. I'm Ben Harrison.
I'm Adam Pranica. I like that, like the way that we start every show is with that clap sync.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, for video, I feel like we're going to open the show like a magician, like a cheap musician, like a cheap magician that you'd get in like a hotel lobby.
Sure.
Like, show begins like this.
Right.
That's the first thing anyone sees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it.
Welcome.
Rejoice!
There's the big snifter glass full of singles.
Get rid of those singles and put some fucking brandy in that snifter. That's what I say.
Make those singles wet.
Yeah. You know that brand of wine glass, Riedel?
Yeah, I do, because those are the glasses without the stems, right?
They make stemware and non-stemware. It's a nice brand of wine glass. This is not sponsored content. I ordered some of those for a shoot once because we were doing a cocktail that was presented in a brandy snifter, and they make a brandy snifter, and I was like, who sells brandy snifters? I wonder if Riedel does. And I went online and I looked at the picture and I was like, that's a nice looking one, and I ordered it for this shoot. It came. The Riedel brandy snifter is like the size of a basketball. It is so comically big.
What?
Yeah. Because, I think the deal with a brandy snifter is you're supposed to be able to turn it on its side to fill it up, and that's like one serving of brandy. And I don't know why Riedel decided that one serving of brandy is like 18 ounces.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a very big glass.
I don't know anything about brandy. All I know is that my Polish grandmother, the babcia, loves it.
Uh-huh.
And I noticed that she was drinking it at this big Polish wedding we were at together. I got her a snifter of brandy. I don't know the language. I don't know anything. But she seemed very, very grateful for the gesture.
What's Polish for snifter?
I have no idea. I don't know Polish for anything. I'm useless.
Adam, we're doing a video Code47 today because so many people have sent us stuff through the mail.
Yeah.
So many people have sent us stuff through the mail, and I have not been to the post office in 2.5 months, to the extent that I'm getting shit from the postman when I show up to open the P.O. box.
You said this last time. Are you in deep, deep trouble now?
He was like, yeah, you haven't picked up in a while. And I was like, I was out of the country. I don't know why I said that. It was just the first thing I thought of.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, well, a lot of people go out of the country and then they don't pay their fee and their box lapses and it gets closed. And I was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Wow. Hence the credit card information you've left for them.
Yeah, hence the fact that I prepaid a year. What are you talking about, man? Leave me alone. I pay for the fucking box so that stuff can show up there and I can pick it up at my leisure. Leave me the fuck alone, the postman.
Postal workers have it hard enough, Ben. Why are you making it so much harder for them?
I don't know what it is about this one post office. The one that we had at my previous apartment, there was one, these are both post offices that are walking distance from where I live at the time. My apartment in Echo Park, we had a pretty close by post office. Everybody there, super nice, super friendly. It was a popular post office. You would often get a line when you got there, but when you got to the front of the line, everybody just pleasant as could be. This post office, sleepy, almost never a line, but everybody that works there is a bit of a dick. Not like an aggressive, full-blown asshole, but they just say little dickish shit every single time I go there.
Well, maybe if you went back with a greater frequency, you'd see their attitudes change a little bit. Maybe they'd be happy to see you next time if you returned maybe 2 weeks from now. Can you stick to a 2-week schedule, you think?
Here's the thing. I don't need to. I brought so many packages home that we have enough for today's Code 47 and the next one without any new things coming.
Okay, we better get into these then. I was not expecting such a load.
Captain, I'm sorry to disturb you.
I'm receiving a Code 47.
Verify.
It is Code 47, sir. Starfleet emergency frequency.
Captain size only.
We got a great big load today. First one is one that was actually here in my office for the previous Code 47. And as I opened all of the other packages, the packaging fell on the floor and like covered the box. And I realized later on, like what I had done. I'd left one, left one in the field.
Yeah.
You're never supposed to do that to a Navy SEAL.
That's a bad feeling. Yeah. No Navy SEAL would leave a fallen soldier behind covered in packing tape and paper.
This one is from Andrew D. in Meadows Place, Texas. Sorry, Andrew, that it took us so long to get to this one.
Andrew's getting concerned. Worry no more, Andrew.
Nice packing tissue in here. Oh, boy.
That's the kind of packing tissue that usually covers up some thong underwear.
This is the packing tissue of Italy or Mexico. And you're only going to get that if you're watching the episode.
So glad you're leading so hard into the visual humor.
Multiple pages of letter, but here we go. Dear Adam and Ben, I know you don't remember me, and why would you? We've never met. A few years ago, there was a Priority 1 message from one brother in which the sender compared himself as the lore to his brother's Data. Well, it me. I wanted to say that my brother and I have gotten countless hours of laughter and enjoyment from your podcast. I know you get this a lot, but hearing you guys every week means a lot to us. Having you on while working or while in the car is a comfort and can only be compared to the company of good friends. I've been meaning to send this package to you for years, but I just never got around to it. Enclosed, you will find a very rare item that I'm sure you will appreciate as collectors of Star Trek items, a la Kivas Fajo. Insert Data saying Lululu. It is a printed and bound Star Trek cookbook. No, not the officially licensed product with Neelix on the cover. This is a unique artifact, and it was made by a Star Trek fan group that was focused on community service in the Fort Walton Beach area. I tried looking them up, but found nothing online that I could trace back to them.
Just a bunch of blurry newspaper photographs of like feet sticking out of sheets.
Oh no! They called themselves the USS Scorpion. Apparently, Whoopi G and Majel B made submissions, so it seems like this group had some reach back in the day. There are tons of recipes here, and you will note a nice drawing of Worf on the cover. A friend gave it to me as a gift in 2016, and what better way to thank them than to send it to a couple of professional podcasters in LA. I'm not sure if any of the recipes are good. Perhaps this could become a square on the game of buttholes, Will of the Suliban, where when you go to Star Trek Enterprise, drop in "It's been a long time." A lot of direction in this letter.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going back to this one to re-edit it.
You could record the pod at the same time as you make a dish, just like dinner in a movie. At the end, you could review the dish, like in Factory Seconds. It isn't a great idea, but it is an idea nonetheless. With that, I will say thank you again for everything you've given us, friends of DeSoto. We are lucky to have devoted content creators such as yourselves to entertain us. Sincerely, Andrew. P.S. Please come back to Houston. I missed you when you played the Whiteout Music Hall, and I will never be able to live with myself for it. Wow.
Well, never playing the Whiteout Music Hall again.
Yeah.
But we'd love to come back to Houston.
We do. We love Houston, but yeah, that venue kind of fucked us over. So, this is the book, and
How about
it is
that?
Indeed a nice drawing of Worf.
I miss Tight Bun Worf.
Yeah, that is like notebook illustration by the arty kid in school grade Worf drawing.
I really love that style of binding. I loved messing around with that binding when I was in school, like pulling the tines out.
Yeah.
So they'd go on the other side of the binding, and then I'd put them back in.
I love that this exists. Oh man, full color on some of these pages.
What's the recipe that Whoopi G donated? Can you find it?
I'm gonna see if I can page through real quick and turn it up.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's a in the back. It's got a page on how to administer first aid if somebody is choking on the food that you cook for them.
I think that's smart.
That's helpful. Oh, and there's a spot removal guide if you spill the food on yourself. This book is full of great stuff.
Really thinking of everything.
I don't think the Max Fun Family Cookbook had that stuff in it.
No, and I'm sure by mentioning that the folks at Max Fun will feel absolutely terrible about omitting those things.
There's going to be a quad box apology. I can already feel it coming. I've gotten to the index, and I'm just scanning through it. I'm just going to go to I'm going to go to a recipe called Next Best Thing to Commander Riker, just because I can't help but figure out what that could possibly be.
That's got to be a sausage recipe, right?
Mix together 1 cup of flour, 1 stick of butter or margarine, 1/2 cup or more of chopped pecans and walnuts. Knead into a 13 by 9 inch pan, bake crust mixture.
What is it though? You're just reading the ingredients.
Oh, it's a chocolate layer cake, I guess.
Oh,
so this is for Troy to eat. That's what's going on here.
I see. If she can't be with him, she can be with the cake.
Okay, I found Whoopies. It's called Guinan's Goupet. This is a versatile appetizer spread that works as a cocktail dip or sandwich filling for a child's lunch.
Okay. It's also a floor wax.
1 7-ounce can of tuna packed in water, 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, 1/2 of a lemon juiced, 1 tablespoon finely chopped dill weed, and 2 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish. Combine all ingredients, spread on pumpernickel, crackers, etc., and serve at any occasion.
I gotta tell you, Ben, I'm a tuna fish man.
Yeah.
I love eating the fish of tuna, and I've never mixed my tuna with cream cheese before.
Screen grab that if you want to make Guinan's Goupet, which has a helpful pronunciation guide next to it.
I've got to believe that Whoopi did not name that dish, right? Did that come straight from her? Amazing.
That's what it says.
I mean, she's a professional comedian, so...
Goupet.
Very funny.
Yeah, that rules. Well, that's a great submission. I'm very excited to look through that.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a square on the game of buttholes down the road. A make a recipe from the book, and share about it.
Maybe we can do a crossover episode with Adam Ragusa and do some Star Trek recipes on his show.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. While we're here on YouTube, let's not try and do any YouTube synergy.
That guy only eats tilapia fish. So if we could make
right out of the pot that he cooked it in.
If we can make Whoopi's Goupet with the tilapia instead of the tuna, I think he'd be game.
This next one here is from Mr. Stephen C. in San Leandro, California, right next door to my hometown of Oakland. Dear Ben and Adam, longtime supporter, first-time Code47er, thank you for all the fantastic pod and the excellent communities that they have inspired. I meant to hand this to you in person at the SF Double Dumbass show, but I got sick and couldn't go, so here you go. Hope you enjoy it. P.S. What's up, all my Exo Cooks? Please play the Exo Cook drop I made. Hopefully either Bill or the Goose sends it to you. I know 45 is a long amount of seconds for a drop, so if you want me to make a shorter version, let me know. All right, let's see what has been sent by Steven. I have a weird little package here.
Okay.
Some wax paper. Oh, Quark's Bar and Restaurant Deep Space menu from the Las Vegas Hilton. This is amazing.
Okay.
Wow. So this is back when when there was a fully licensed Star Trek thing in Vegas, which will never exist again.
Yes.
But this is the actual menu from Quark's restaurant. Isolinear chips and dip. Lita's soup, which I think you know how you order that.
That's what I call them.
Ladle.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
The salad of Kalis. Wow, a warrior salad. It's just a Caesar salad with chicken breast.
Yes, but the chicken was dead and now it is alive.
Some of these are real stretches. Barbecue Continuum Pizza? Oh, because the Q Continuum? Oy.
No, nothing wormhole related?
That's
Wormhole wings.
not a wormhole dish. The Wrap of Khan? Oh, no.
That's fun, though. You know what? That's all we had, and now we don't even have that.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Whoa, you could do weddings there. 24th
should-
century weddings? Dang.
You should mail that to Creation with a Post-it note that says, see, you can just name things in a fun way to make things more fun for people.
Yeah. The the dessert menu is called the Final Frontier, which I like.
Yeah. You guys have room for the Final Frontier?
Yeah, we'll take a look at the menu. Couldn't hurt. Boy, that's a lot of fun. Thank you for sending that in, Steven. I will cherish this. Or Adam will. We'll figure that out later.
Don't you wish that place still existed? I sure do.
I sure do.
You go to the Westgate anymore, and not a fun place to be without a Star Trek exhibit.
Yeah. It's
Without a
just
Star
sad.
Trek wing.
Next thing we've got here is a package from Corey H. in Burnaby, BC. We've met Corey before, Adam.
Sure have. Yeah.
A couple of times, I think.
If you're from Burnaby, are you known as a burner?
Oh, yeah. You gotta throw your phone away at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All the time. All right. Got a note here. Dear Adam and Ben, while I hope this arrives before the re-encounter at Farpoint stream, I suspect you might hear about it on a video call first. Or when I send my glitter clearance photos in to Bill, I think. First, I made you guys a custom Uxbridge Shimoda War deck because I missed that segment on TGG and because this card game is how I started working in games writing reviews of Star Trek and Star Wars CCGs. 30 years later, I'm starting work on my 6th AAA video game title. If my buddy and I hadn't sat down to crack open 2 brand new Trek TNG CCG starters, I'd probably be slinging hash somewhere. Jesus. This is like the classic rapper brag. Like if I wasn't rapping, I'd be slinging hash.
Guess
Anyway,
so.
the letter does not go short Enterprise. So real quick, the cards all have some connection, maybe most readily apparent to the Uxbridge family of shows. Also, I keep saying it that way because there's a card in there called Friendly Fire, but that's not a fun thing, but a bummer thing. I apologize, and please feel free to drop a Lego Sherman tank on it. And the deck is not remotely game playable, though if you ever want to try it, let me know. It should be well suited for some Trek War. Also included a first edition, I think, of the First Contact novelization, as well as a copy of Patrick O'Brien's Master and Commander. I picked them up used when I see them for occasions like this. Warning, it starts a bit slow and is pretty literary and very historical, but if you get into the rhythm of these books, I swear it is one of the greatest works of fiction you'll ever read. Note, despite the title, in no way should you expect the book to reflect the film. The movie is brilliant, but it's like a greatest hits adaptation of the whole series with the plot of Book 10, The Far Side of the World. This handwritten letter has already gone on too long, so let me close by saying I'm sorry we got rid of our printer because I have no idea if I have legible handwriting anymore. Guess we'll find out together. Thanks again for years of great pod. As long as you guys are willing to keep being a little bit embarrassed, I'm on board as long as the ship is flying. Cheers, Corey. at Hernco on Twitter. Assuming you get this after June 20th. I hope I don't embarrass myself on the call. You didn't embarrass yourself, Corey. We love talking to you every time. So we have a Magic the Gathering box here. And let me see if I can figure out how to open this box. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, look at those.
Yeah. Right on top. The man, the myth. Captain DeSoto.
Cool. There's our guy.
That's great. Got the USS Hood, Admiral Nechayev, Kevin Uxbridge, Friendly Fire. The line must be drawn here. Wall of ships.
We gotta play a game sometime. We've threatened to do that for years and years, and just
I know.
How do you do that on a show? How do you play a game on a show? It seems boring as hell.
We got a couple of copies of Master and Commander.
Hey, that's great. I want one of those.
Yeah, one for you, one for me.
Cool.
And one copy of first edition novelization, First Contact.
Oh, you gotta bubble wrap that one. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's made out of Lego, so it would probably come apart in shipping if you didn't bubble wrap it.
So cool.
Yeah, that looks great. With an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the making of the film.
For half of its pages?
I don't know. Yeah, it seems like...
Huh.
Yeah, there's like some pictures in here.
All right.
Is that from Cochrane shaking a hand with Vulcan when Lily should have been the one doing it? Etc.?
Yeah.
Cool.
I hope the novelization is more about Lily than the movie ever was. Lily, of course, First Contact's true hero.
Another package here. This one's from Zenobia F. in Brisbane, Australia, Adam. This one has come quite a long distance to get to us. Another handwritten letter. Boy, the Friends of DeSoto are really testing me today. Zenobia has beautiful handwriting here.
Oh, that's good.
Zen here, writing to you from the other end of the alphabet and Australia. I know your mailbox/basement gets flooded with lots of gushy sentiment, but I'm another FOD benefiting from your niche balance of gutter humor and compassion. Hi! My own embarrassing activity is crafting very silly soap bars. I hope this one translates. There are 4 pips! But actually, as the bar wears down, you'll find that exclusive fifth light was inside all along. Elusive, not exclusive. They're unsurprisingly bergamot scented for the Earl Grey element, but...
How does the box smell, Ben?
Well, I have a bit of a cold, but the box does smell real nice. It's got a something wood and honey vibe that, to me, says Horgone Holiday. So you can wash your mouths out properly. There's one for each of you, plus one for an FOD. Friend of DeSopo?
Absolutely.
Thanks for all the good pod and making my brain work better. Love from Down Under, Zenobia in Brisbane. P.S. Last year, I destroyed my MacBook Air tipping soap fragrance oil over it while watching TNG and had to front up to the Apple Store with a melting laptop reeking of concentrated chocolate. Now it's pod only. PPS, I told my fiance about the secret handshakes requirement to get this mailing address, and what her theory presupposes is that this is to protect you from extremist Star Wars fans. Sounds legit. So it looks like Zenobia has her own company called Slippy Boys.
Oh, I like that name.
And also included a Bin Chicken Appreciation Society sticker.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what that is in reference to.
Definitely pro bin chicken.
That must be some kind of poisonous bird that they have down in Australia, right?
Sure. Everything's poisonous there.
So, that cool arty tape that people use. And
Oh, look at that.
Look at those great soaps.
Really cool.
It is a command uniform soap handcrafted for discerning weirdos.
That belongs at a booth at a convention.
It really does. Zenobia, if you were at Star Trek Las Vegas, you would be raking it in.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think soap came in the rooms at the Rio. I'm not making a comment about the attendees. I'm making a comment about the Rio.
Yeah. I'm saying like have a table at the con. You'll sell tons of this stuff.
Of that, we're in agreement.
Slippy Boys is on Etsy, and it looks like on social media at slippy.boys, boys spelled B-O-I-S. So I don't know if this particular bar will be for sale or if that's just for us, but thank you so much for sending that in and for sending it such a long way, Zenobia.
I hate to note someone's great business idea, but I don't think Slippy or Slippery Boys, B-O-I-S, is search engine optimized for your specific business. Might I suggest, like, Slippery Boys, not sex stuff? It's actually soap, like in parentheses.
Yeah. I did notice that Zenobia sent that in tasteful, discreet packaging, so...
Yeah.
I appreciated that about it.
Keep doing that.
All right, one last package here, Adam. This is the big package of the day. It's from H. Ezekiel Sauer out of Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've sent in stuff before.
Yeah.
We've got some bubble wrap big.
Mm-hmm.
We've got an Elcar's printout.
It's like a sleeve of Wizard you got in your lap.
Yeah, no kidding. Elcar's themed letter here. Dear Ben and Adam, this is a follow-up from the package I sent around the beginning of 2023. We talked about what you guys received during the meetup for the Double Dumbass Tour streaming spectacular, and I am writing this a little before I get to see you guys again for the re-encounter at Farpoint meet and greet. I felt bad that I only had one of these, and I wanted you both to have one, so I scoured around and was able to find another book and a bunch more pages as well. I hope between all these you can complete the set and will have extras to sell or keep for backup in case you spill a beverage on them during a drunk-a-so. Perhaps you could work these into a new Marin Open or include it in your Bible study bit. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks again for being amazing podcasters you are and adding tremendous amount of joy to my life every day. Your loyal viewer and forever FOD, H. Ezekiel Sauer. So this is
a duplicate.
This is a dupe of that ring binder book that
wow.
we got last time, and so many additional pages for the book.
You know, I didn't realize I was missing that until just now. That is amazing.
Look at this haunted picture of Quark's makeup half on.
Wow. That's amazing. It's just like a hat with ear flaps.
Yeah. It doesn't even really look like Armin Shimmerman or Quark in that
It
photo.
really doesn't, no. It looks like a Halloween store costume, like big-eared alien costume.
Picture of a Bane with two.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
They're big.
Oh, here's a picture of a beloved Star Trek character, Andy Dick, who we're glad was in an episode for sure.
One of the greats.
No weird feelings about that. Oh, man. This is great. So many pages.
Well, thanks to all the FODs who thought to send us some gifts in the mail.
Here's another page that we have no regrets about as Star Trek fans. Just glad that episode exists and no complicated feelings whatsoever.
Yeah, just keep pulling out pages that we have strange feelings about, Ben.
Okay, if you insist, I will keep doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
What are we doing? Let's go back and review the Next Generation right now.
It's somehow better when the images are big. You know, like we've seen these on little baseball card size images for years and years, but feels good to see them big like that.
Oh my God. Champion standing from some of these stills that they picked.
Yeah, that's real Bill Tilley freeze frame quality there.
No kidding. Wow. Well, thanks to everyone who sent stuff in. We should probably get to the episode. We've been recording for a long time and haven't reviewed any Star Trek yet, Adam.
If you'd like to send us something in the mail that Ben will go pick up from a post office between 4 and 6 weeks from now, get a hold of Bill Tilley. He'll screen your package carefully and thoroughly and make sure the right ones get to us.
Do it.
Thanks, everyone.
You're the captain, sir. You're entitled.
Not entitled to ramble on about something everyone knows.